All right, what's up, family? I had to do this video again. It's another version of a video I've already did, and it's right here. The one is called right here. I hate people wasting stuff. But this one here, I'm gonna title it, Stop Wasting Stuff. And every parent out there knows what I'm talking about. You've been through this. See, when we was kids, we waste so much stuff. Now that we're older, mature, got life experiences, now we watch our kids wasting stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, they had the water running for hours, and they just brushing their teeth. You're like, yo, you don't pay the water bill, right? You just brushing it. They got the light on in the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, but they downstairs.
You know what your problem is? You think money grows on trees.
You know what I'm talking about. But watch this. I want you, this is a real good example. If you could you see the water right there? Because I'm going to show you a perfect example. Can you see that? This is what an average kid would do living in the house up under their parents' roof. They'd go get a paper towel, right? Oh, look at me make a mess. They get a paper towel, right? This is nothing but water. There's no juice, no soda. And you know, most of the time it come from when they done wash their hand, they done went like this, and they done spilled some water, right? Now you tell me, is this not them being wasteful? Look, just simply wipe that up, right? Wipe it up. It's nothing but water. Wipe that up. You know what the average kid would do? They would take this paper towel, now go throw it in the garbage. Now, it'll always be something like that. That parent has been, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, oh, I just wiped up the water. I'm doing, yeah, but guess what? All you wiped up was water. You get what I'm saying? You could easily just take that paper towel, leave it on the side, let it dry. You could reuse that, opposed to wasting stuff, or let's go to a different word, squandering. Instead of being squandered. Now, if you look up, you know I love to give you a word of the day. Word of the day is squander. If you look up the word squander, it simply means to be wasteful, or to be wasteful for particularly someone's money or time in a foolish and reckless way. But you get what I'm saying? The average kid, look, there's no grease, no soda, no juice. You could easily let this dry and reuse it. But y'all know what I'm talking about, how a lot of kids love to be wasteful. I'll give you another way to put it. Y'all all remember the movie Friday, right? Remember when Craig got up in the morning to get some cereal? Tell me why the heck did he get a big old giant bowl and pour some cereal? He went and got a big dinosaur bowl, poured cereal in there, and then remember, he went to the refrigerator, there was no milk. So he had all the cereal in there. He took the bowl and was going over to the garbage and to put it in the garbage. And remember, that's when his father said, boy, what is you doing? And he said, I'm putting this in the garbage. And the father said, what you doing that for? And Craig's stupid excuse was what? Y'all remember? He said, I'm putting it in the garbage because we ain't got no milk. And remember what his father said? His father said, you better put some water on that shit.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm throwing this away. We ain't even got no milk.
You better eat that damn cereal. You ain't got no damn milk. Ain't that, I bet you. You better put some water on that shit, boy.
All right, I eat it.
You remember that? See, now watch this. See, what Craig was doing, he was squandering. Remember what the word squander means? To be wasteful of particularly of someone's money and time in a foolish and reckless way. So he had all that cereal, he just poured in a bowl. And because there was no milk, he's about to throw it in the garbage. Tell me that ain't squandering. But like his father said, you better put some water on that shit. But here's the second version of that. Either put some water on it like the father said, or how about put the cereal back in the box until you get some milk. But instead, what was Craig about to do? Squander, waste it. You see what I'm saying? People love being wasteful. Now, I'm gonna go back to this here. Remember, like I said, most of the time, this water is from us washing dishes, then it's like, we don't even realize we do this now. If you walk over there, you can see it, right? You can clearly see it, right? So most of the time, you see the water, it's little sprinkles of water, right? And like I said, simply wipe that up. Now you tell me, why would I throw this in the garbage? But this is what a kid would do. Even when this is another one, right? They take the paper towel and they dry their hands, right? All you did was dried your clean hands. Okay, so why are you going to throw this in the garbage? Why are you going to squander it?
You know what your problem is? You think money grows on trees.
You could just sit it out and let it dry to reuse it, right? But I'm going to tell you what a smart aleck kid would say. Because, see, now let's say this a kid go visiting or staying over his auntie house. See, now he about to get a reality check. He'll be over his auntie house and he'll do the same thing. He'll wipe up stuff, wipe his hand, right? And he go throw it in the garbage. Now, Aunt Shirley, she'd say something like, boy, what are you doing? Just like Craig's father, right? She said, boy, what are you doing? Oh, Tony said, no, boy, is you crazy? Boy, look, boy, you can reuse that. Over here, wasting stuff, old girl. Let's go to the girl, right? She said, look, girl, you can reuse it. Don't be coming over here just using, squandering everything up all the doggone time. That's y'all problem. Y'all squandering everything.
You know what your problem is? You think money grows on trees.
Now, here go Teresa walking off as her auntie made her put it here and dry. And you know what Teresa say? Smart out. As she walking back into the room, she's like, and she be talking to her cousin, so she be like, Aunt Teresa, she be always acting so cheap all the time. What? And Aunt Teresa heard her. Aunt Teresa heard her. And then that's when Aunt Teresa busts in the room like, what? Girl, I know doggone well you ain't talking about somebody being cheap. Now, I done been to your house with your broken screen door and y'all ain't got no food in the house and your grass looking all messed up and, got people drinking out of mayonnaise and mustard jars. You talking about somebody cheap. Look, girl, just because I told you to be responsible ain't got nothing to do with being cheap. Now, watch your mouth, girl, because, if you want to talk about somebody being cheap, you need to worry about all the raggedy stuff y'all got in your house. That's what you want to worry about. Don't be talking about my house because y'all ain't got nothing over your house. You over here enjoy your time. Don't be coming over my house talking about who somebody cheap. You need to worry about all the stuff y'all don't got at your house. Stop trying to come to my house and wearing it down, right? Now, Teresa be so offended that her aunt went off on her, but her aunt was right. You coming on my house, you want to call me cheap? You know what I'm saying? But now when Auntie went off on her, said, drinking it with your broke screen door, drinking out of mayonnaise and mustard jars. Let me tell y'all something. Growing up as a kid, that was a glass. In my house, let me tell you something. My mother was the type, when we finished the mayonnaise, y'all was supposed to rinse the mayonnaise jar out, clean it real good, strip the paper off the back, outside of the glass, and guess what? That mayonnaise glass, that grape jelly glass, the mustard glass, all of those became cups, glasses to drink out of. You damn right. They was in the cabinet. And if my mother seen it in the garbage, she was the type, she'd be like, hey, who put this mayonnaise jar in the garbage? Now y'all know damn well we can use that as a glass. Now,
Bae, are you for real?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I used to have those kind of
Hell
glasses.
yeah.
Get out.
Hell yeah, that was glasses. And our cabinets, it was like most of this was mustard glass, mayonnaise glass, the peanut butter and jelly, the peanut butter glass, the jelly glass.
Nah, Bae, I think you're
Yes.
kind of exaggerating.
Now, hell no, that was glasses.
Serious?
See, you grew up.
I never seen that. No, growing up, I've never seen that. Even when I used to go over somebody else's house, I never seen a.
Hey, y'all hear her? Put it in the comments. Tell me I ain't lying.
No,
that was normal
just...
for us. You know what it comes down to? Now, I'm making humorous of it, but it's all facts. It comes down to the old statement that says, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. See, because if you think about it, it seemed ghetto or whatever the case, but even that word ghetto, they always try to put it on black and Spanish people, but the word ghetto was created for Jewish people, not us. So that's another thing to know. But it comes back to that statement, one man's trash is another man's treasure, because think about it, it can be utilized as a glass. Am I not correct?
I think it's more. It sounds more like that medieval time. Come on.
Yeah, but you get my point.
Yeah.
You no longer use the mayonnaise. You clean it out. It can be utilized as a cup, right? It ain't something you and your family did, but it's something my family did. And when I went over my cousins and my other friends' house, they had the same setup. So, we crack jokes on each other like, yo, man, let me get some grape Kool-Aid in that grape jelly jar. And be like, oh, see, yo, you trying to be funny, right? You trying to be funny? You trying to be funny, man? Yo, because I know you ain't trying to be funny, because when I went over your house, yo, the day that I spent the night over your house, yo, this joker trying to crack jokes, but when I spent the night over his house, they got the same jars over his house. Matter of fact, since he want to go there, we ain't gonna talk about your bed that I slept on, right? Yo, their bed don't even got a box spring up under it. They got milk cartons holding the bed up. Yo, you want to crack, right? You want to crack, right? Where this bar? Yo, I know you ain't trying to crack. See?
No, that's being poor.
What? I've been over plenty friends' houses and stuff. They had the milk cartons up under the bed, holding the bed up.
Oh my, no, that is way too much.
But yeah, back to the point of a squander. A squander, like I said, you look up the word, it means to be wasteful, especially when it comes to money and time. Of someone wasting your money and your time in a foolish and reckless way. But back to my point, you know what I'm saying? We all been through this. Like I said, our kids will waste everything if you allow them. If you don't say nothing, then when you say something, like I said, the kid, they be like, man, you can't be cheap. No, ain't nobody trying to be cheap. As soon as they get their place, you ever notice that? Moms and dads out there, soon as your kids get their own place, now they got to pay their rent. They got to pay for all the stuff they got in the house. They got to pay electric bill, gas bill, right? You come over there, they got to pay a water bill, whatever, right? You might have one light on. They be like, hey, you got to cut that light. I got to pay this bill. Oh, so now it's a priority. But when you was home with us, you had the water on like this. Meanwhile, you was upstairs in your bedroom talking about, oh, I'm coming back down in a minute. So cut the water off.
You know, it's funny because when we were little, we used to do the same thing our kids would do. And as soon as they get older, they're doing the same thing as parents
now they gotta pay their own bills. Now they gotta pay the bills. Now they be like, remember my daughter tried to go off on you because you left a light on? But I think you left the light on in the bathroom and you was in the kitchen. And she got mad. She like, Mommy, you leaving lights on around here. I gotta pay electric bill. You can't be leaving. And I just sat there and laughed. I said, she got some nerve.
Yeah.
But I get her point. But she got some nerve. And Mommy left it on for a second. And you was going right back there. But you know, you jokers had the basement light on, the kitchen light on, the living room light on, your bedroom light on. But y'all was out on the front porch talking to your friends.
Yeah.
And the TV on, and the radio on. But you outside talking to your friends. Then when I would get on about it, they be like, oh man, he tripping, man. I was tripping. I mean, dang, I was going to go back in there. Yeah, but you're not in there now.
You know what your problem is? You think money grows on trees.
But hey, tell me I wasn't tripping about this, right?
How about taking the paper towel and taking 2 or 3 at a time and
Kids love to do this. Because it ain't coming out of their pocket. Now you tell me, why is you using all of this to get this little bit of water up, and then you're gonna throw it in the garbage? Like, no. I tell you what. See, like I said, you know somebody mad when you go, all right, you know what? Okay, you know what? Y'all wanna waste stuff around here? Okay. You go in their room and take their iPhone, their video game, and just wreck it or whatever. They be like, hey, whenever it's their stuff, it's like, wait, what you doing? You can't be doing that.
See, when you're young, not to be offensive with the word, but when you're young, you're ignorant, and you don't know any better. But when you're older, you get wiser. And you know, even some, you'd be surprised. Even older folks, they be wasteful.
Yeah,
because they know they have so much.
Totally fine. You could reuse this.
But yeah.
But y'all all know what I'm talking about. Most kids do it, even adults. Sit here and go. But I like what my wife just said. They'll take a whole pile and just go in the garbage. Like, what? Boy, I'm out here buying paper towels left and right because you just throwing them away. You squandering everything we got. And see, the word squander should be easy for you to remember because you know what it makes you think about? It makes you think about squatters. Remember how squatters, these are people that cost you money and time, staying in somebody's building, not paying for nothing, being wasteful and costing you money and time. See, that's how you can remember the word squander because it kind of sounds like a squatter, a person that's being wasteful. But just remember, squander means, this is another word for saying wasteful. Hey, leave me in the comments. Leave me some comments because y'all know what I'm talking about. This could be reused again. Ain't no excuse why you don't use that again. It's not dirty. It don't stink. We just wiped up water. So why is it being thrown in the garbage? Like I said with Craig. Why would he throw the cereal in the garbage when his father said, you better put some water on that shit, boy. Or, okay, you want to put water on it? I remember I had to eat cereal with water when I was a kid. You get used to it, right? But if he ain't going to put it in put water on it, then put it back in the box until you get milk, right? But he was squandering. And man, we could go on and on how kids just love, people to adults too, just squander everything. And you like, yo, man, you just wasting everything. And some of them say the most silliest things, such as, well, I just wanted to double this, and I just wanted to make sure, and I just wanted to put extra because I wanted to make sure. Extra? It don't need extra.
Well, some people look at it like it's full of germs. Maybe that's what they have their state of mind, the mentality of throwing it in the garbage.
They can make all the excuses you want. What you gonna need? You need somebody like Aunt Teresa, how she went off on old girls. Like, oh, I know damn well you ain't call nobody cheap around here with y'all broken screen on your house, and you know you ain't got no food in the house to drink out of mayonnaise and mustard jar. You talking about somebody cheap? You better watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. When Aunt Teresa goes off on an old girl like that, let me tell you something. She was so embarrassed about how Aunt Teresa put the facts out there, made her feel like this. I'll guarantee you, from that point on, anytime Aunt Teresa asks her to do anything, like, look, girl, I need you to go outside and clean up this room in this house here. She'd be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I need you to go out and clean out my car. Okay, man, you want it done now? Okay, yeah. You know why? Aunt Teresa ain't had to beat her, put her hands on nothing. She just made her feel like this by saying the truth. How dare you come here and talk about somebody?
You'd be surprised. Paper cups, paper plates.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are really good, and you can reuse them.
I'll give you a perfect example. The ones we use these good ones.
Oh yeah, those
Those
are really good. You can keep those. You can
we've been
rewash
amongst
those.
people where they would do like this. They would put a little bit of juice in here. Oh, I cracked this one. They put a little bit of juice in here just to go like this. Garbage. And then get another one. Garbage. You're like, yo, y'all just went. All right, you know what? You know what? See, as soon as somebody say, you know what, it's on.
Yeah, some of them are they're heavy, so you can actually actually reuse them.
Yeah.
Some of them are very thin, very cheap.
Yeah, like
That you can actually throw them out.
like the paper plates we use. These are the good ones. These ain't them little paper ones. These got.
We try to save them.
Yeah, we reuse them. As long as they ain't got no stains, we wash it. We use this. We use it again. We wash it again. But let company come over. Garbage. Remember the cookout? I said this before. Jokers was getting paper plates. Remember we had a big cookout. We bought the case of 250 plates, and we bought 2 of them. So that's 500 plates. How the hell we run out of plates?
You know what your problem is? You think money grows on trees.
You know what? Jokers was doing like this. Going over here getting a piece of chicken, eating the chicken, but holding the plate. Finish the chicken, put the bone on the plate, and throw it in the garbage. And then go get another piece. I'm like, yo, they just wasting, squandering everything. So that's why sometimes you do gotta show a person, like the saying go, I can show you. Or like the other video I did. Remember the video right here? I can show you better than I can tell you. Normally when I heard those words as a kid, I was about to get a beating. But it's true, even as an adult. Sometimes you gotta show a person. Don't waste your time explaining. Hey, you know, let me put this up. I'll put this up. Y'all just squandering everything. Let me put this up. Y'all figure it out on your own. All the paper towels. Y'all want to keep wasting it? I'm gonna put this up. I'll put this up. Y'all just wasting everything. This is ridiculous. It don't make no sense. Just wasting everything. Use it. Utilize it right. But stop wasting. Like my wife said, it make no sense. Somebody take this much paper towel to wipe up a little. And you gonna throw that in the garbage? Man, boy, I make smack the back down. All right, y'all.